never seem to attack themselves in confusion. Same as Cal, but got Fury after Harry's bucket full of dinosaurs here because I was going to make a team of dinosaur Pokemon anyway. Never got the chance, and here's one. This Pokemon is going to evolve into Pupitar really soon because it's level 29. And I'm sure Larvitar evolves into Pupitar at level 30. Well, wait, the X is that way. And now I've arrived back in Shalor City, raising a Pokemon hatched from an egg. So now, go through this gate. Love that music. Sit here and listen forever. I'm back on Route 12, Farage Road. Now you need Surf to get across, but unfortunately, none of my Pokemon party have Surf, and I have a Lapras that I've been using to surf for years. This is okay. It has Intimidate because the other ability is Anger Point, which means if I get a critical hit, its attack gets maxed out. And now, if I get a critical hit now, it ignores that attack drop from Intimidate. So I'm gonna set up Sandstorm. And I believe this Pokemon is faster than me, so I cannot flinch it. Tauros have a lot of speed. So now here's Sneasel is going to start to use Payback. And I only take 6 damage from it, plus 6 from the Sandstorm. That is a total of 12. Now I'm going to use Hone Claws, because it's more accurate than Screech. It gets my attack risen instead of trying to lower the enemy's defense, in which it is using Rest. And we're still taking Sandstorm damage. I use Slash. Just trying to get this Pokemon leveled up. Boink, grew to level 18, and it's now trying to learn Confuse Ray. So it has Psywave, which does random damage, Older Sleuth, which allows me to hit Ghost Pokemon with normal moves without Scrappy. It has Psybeam and Psych Up. Now I'm just going to get rid of Psywave. Psywave is not too reliable. It's now Wild Slowpoke. It's level 24. I have to be especially careful because I am doubly weak to water moves. Okay, I flinched it. So now I use Bite again because it is Psychic type. It only took 2 bites. And Rhyhorn grows to level 19, is now trying to learn Scary Face, which sharply lowers speed. No Horn Attack already, Tail Whip, Stomp, and Furry Attack, which only has 85% accuracy. So I'll get rid of it. And now we will know Scary Face. Still, the moveset of my X team can do better. Just getting started because I barely trained Pokemon. Like I said, I never used the Thunderstone on Pikachu on any 6th gen save file. Okay, this Miltank's going to start with the rollout. It's not very effective, but it powers up over time. It starts doing 3 damage. And again, this Pokemon is faster than me, so I cannot try to flinch it. That time it did 7 damage. Using Rock Slide and buffeting it by the Sandstorm. If it misses, its power will reset back to normal from the first hit. Now I'm down to 30 HP. I mean, yeah, Larvitar and Rhyhorn are the same type, so Rhyhorn's not taking any less damage than Larvitar. It's taking the same amount, in fact, even more. So I switched to Ditto. And that rollout did 32 damage. So now I'm going to transform into this Miltank. Now I'm down 9 HP. And the Ditto transformed and it copies all its stats. So now I'm gonna Milk Trank. Well, this Miltank has priority because it's using Bite. Not because we have the same speed. Of course, yeah, I could go first, but not when the opponent's using Bite and I'm not. So I'm going to gain back all the HP that I lost. And when it goes back into Ditto, Transform will still have 9 power points because I only used this once. Now we could try to... Yeah, I do have all the same attack stats, but I have a higher level. And now Larvitar is sure to evolve into Pupitar. Also, there was this game for the GameCube, Pokemon XD, where if a Pokemon is fainted and grew a level, it would not evolve. In Pokemon X, they would evolve. So I have to keep that in mind for which game you're playing. I'm playing Pokemon X, obviously not XD, because I'm on a 3DS and not on a GameCube. So my Larvitar is now evolved into Pupitar, and I await the slow process to evolve it into Tyranitar because it was hatched from this game. So they grow more slowly, and I'm still slower, so I cannot try to flinch this Miltank, and Rollout does 4 damage right from the start. Level 25, I captured one already. I used one of its moves to heal my Ditto, get rid of most of Ditto's lost HP, or all of it, before stomping it to death. And that Rock Slide did a lot more than Larvitar's. This Pokemon was just a Larvitar a minute ago, and now it is a Pupitar. It is adamant nature. And I'm not sure if I EV trained this thing before I started or not, because wow, that's the wrong screen. Pokemon and me super training. Yeah. It says it's going toward attack, but if I spend time trying to EV train, then Pokemon do not get evolved, and just sitting here wasting your time. Even the battery is starting to die on this camera, which I have to charge for on my computer, but then it will keep saying I'm running low on memory. And just had a horde of Wingull up here, which gives you 500 experience points when you defeat all of them. And I believe Sneasel evolves through trade. So, I deposit. We are going over the water, which means that both Pupitar and Rhyhorn are bad choices. Experience shares turn on, so I better come up with something quick. These Pokemon had gotten over-leveled, and I had an Aegislash. Another one. Was that the stone that I said I was going to take? Because I don't remember. I had a Doublade. I was going to record using this. I had this camera since 2006. Game came out 2013, but I never had a stand. And you know, I don't erase any Pokemon, because if I do something and then not remember doing it like an idiot. Otherwise, I couldn't surf, but I basically had access to anything I wanted. So, here is another Miltank. I wonder what they're actually giving EVs in, because they seem to have a lot of HP. And now it's trying to paralyze me with Body Slam. Thing is, if I had an Electro Pokemon, there's no risk of paralysis. Electro-type Pokemon cannot get paralyzed in Gen 6. So now I'm going with Rock Slide, Ghost, or Roll Out, just 3 damage. So I assume that this Miltank is weaker because the other one was at level 25 and the first rollout only did 4 damage. Or maybe it's just a damage roll. This one does 6. Let's be able to look these up on Cerebi. But I know I could just erase EVs in the future anyway. And the more points you have, the faster training gets, but it's also tedious because I didn't even know which Pokemon to sort out in the first place. And we got another Pokemon that is so close to evolution. But this one really does have 25 letters. Okay, I hope this Tauros has Anger Point because I do not want my attack to get lowered. Okay, it does because my attack does not get lowered, but my speed gets dropped anyway, but that doesn't matter because I'm slower already. Starting with a Scary Face while I set up the Sandstorm. Now things are going to switch. If I'm switching, Pursuit does more damage. But my attack did not get dropped, only my speed got lowered. Which actually didn't lower anything because my speed was lower to begin with. That Tauros could have just attacked me on that turn too. Rhyhorn grows to level 20 and Spoink. Okay, so the game returns back to normal screen. That means neither of them are evolving at this point. And if I go in the wild past Comorin City, the only wild Pokemon that will show up is Dugtrio, which will be easy picking for a Lapras, which is an over-leveled, overpowered water and ice type because the Dugtrio are weak against both. And oh, Trapinch also shows up, and sometimes you just cannot escape from those Pokemon. So I'd be careful getting into a battle in the Lumiose Badlands. Just what it's called, or actually fly somewhere else, because this Pharaoh does not know fly. We're getting out of here because the fact that it will use dig and it will mess this Pupitar up. And the fact that Arena Trap makes it so that I either can't run nor switch until a Pokemon faints. And I don't want to have to waste all those revives because I'm not raising a water type. I'm raising Pokemon that resemble dragons. We get rid of Peck, even though it has 20 more power points to fly. But fly can take me anywhere and is stronger than Peck, so I won't have to keep switching it out for the stronger Pokemon in the PC. So now I'm going to take this and fly to a location that I know. So we're going to Larvitar City, and to the east of that is Route 15 Broodway and all this music, skipping all these Dugtrio fights that are unnecessary because all my water and grass Pokemon / ice type, because ice type is also included, got over leveled and overpowered. So now I'm gonna find this tree which has this red berry. It's called a Lepa Berry. Now what this does is that it restores the power points of a move as soon as it's used up. It only restores 10 though. So we're gonna replenish this. Now, this is Pupitar up against a Fungus. Now this is no good, because Pupitar is both rock and ground type and Fungus is a grass type, which means that its attacks do 4 times the amount of damage. It is going to start with Toxic, which is 100% accurate on poison type Pokemon starting in Gen 6. So no matter what I do, even though if I'm up in the air, I'm just gonna get poisoned anyway. And now it has that move, which is why I removed Larvitar and Pupitar from the fight. Would have been even worse if it was actually Larvitar, because that Pokemon is even weaker special defense. Now rock type Pokemon have been gaining a boost since Gen 4 in the Sandstorm, but that boost is not enough to stop Giga Drain from doing massive damage, therefore fainting it. So now I'm going to use Fly, which if it uses Toxic, demonstrates that Toxic hits no matter what. Also, this Pokemon does not actually gain. This Pokemon does not actually give EV an attack. I think it's HP, and now I get Effect Sport. So Pharaoh now falls asleep. It's safe from being toxic,